All right, Coach, which ones, what is this working? Is this my abs or what is this?
Big time. Yep. So reverse crunches do a great job of really isolating the abdominal wall or the rectus abdominis, the sort of six-pack muscle that everybody's obsessed with, without calling in a lot of other muscle groups like the hip flexors or inducing a lot of soreness. So this is a great exercise to really start to sort of effectively feel and recruit your rectus abdominis, because a lot of people struggle with that, and really understanding spinal flexion or pulling the ribs and hips together or rounding our spine. A lot of people look at that and go, oh no, that's bad for your back. It's absolutely not. Our spine is meant to flex, it's meant to extend, and so really working on pulling those ribs and hips together does a great job of activating the muscles in our core and trunk to then help with bracing and stability of our spine in compound exercises.
What if you can't get yourself all the way up? Because there's gonna be a lot of people go, I've never done this before. I can't even get my back and butt up in the air.
Yep, which is totally fine. This is a much harder exercise than it looks. And a couple things that will help. A lot of times if you pick your chin up, just to encourage a little bit more of that flexion, it then becomes easier to get your legs higher. But if you can't get your knees to your shoulders at first, that's totally fine. You can just shoot to try to get your hips off the ground a little bit. So if you can at least get this little scoot, we'll count that as a good place to start, and really focusing on lowering one vertebrae at a time, not allowing any daylight under the low back. That's much more important here than the overall range of motion. If we're arching through the low back and losing that contact, we're essentially defeating the purpose of the movement.
Basically do as well as you can.
Nice and slow.